Well, welcome back, y'all. I'm still down here in Arizona. I left Tucson this morning, and I'm probably like 4 hours northeast-ish. I don't exactly know where I am, but I'm in some national forest property, and I'm on a trail that I'm a little worried I might get hung up on somewhere, but there's nowhere to turn around. So we're just gonna keep pushing, see what happens. Camping, it's limited to 14 days here, but it's free. So I'm really at this point just trying to find a spot where I can get fairly level and be able to turn around tomorrow. But it's kind of rough. There are some fairly large rocks. This might have been a mistake. This goes, keep it going slow. Most worrisome part of this is I don't have any skid plates, and the geniuses of design at Ford decided to use plastic oil pans and transmission pans on these things. So let's just hope that nothing bad happens. Looks like it flattens out up here a little bit. Stump right here. And it is windy, boy. It is windy up here. There we go, we made it. Ooh, I could stuff it in right there. Camp anywhere you want up here. Ooh, there's some rocks laid out as a fire pit. It would be nice if it was a little bit less windy, if I could find something to block the wind, but we'll just keep driving a little bit and see what we find. Well, the truck says we're 2 degrees leaning this way, but we're level front to back. So I'm gonna grab one of my ramps quick, get this thing leveled out. I've had to put my hoodie on, getting in and out because it's chilly. My truck says it's 55 degrees, and it's supposed to be raining right now, I guess, but we'll see. It does look like we could get some storms. But yeah, let me get this truck leveled out quick, and I'll show you guys camp. All right, there we go. We're leveled up. It is a little bit windy out here, and off that way those clouds do look like they're raining a bit over there. So we're here. With the wind, I'm gonna say I doubt I'll start a fire here. Ooh, I think I just felt a raindrop. We might just be stuck in the truck anyways. But I did notice there are some poops out here. Does not look like bear poop, which is good because I don't know. I assume I'm still in bear country. Anybody knows what that stuff is, you can kind of get a size of it. And then there's cow patties and stuff in here too, so we might see some wildlife. See what we got going on in here, guys. See if anything moved too much. No? Shablam. Ooh, looks like I am getting some dust in though. We don't even really need this out tonight. We'll let her sit. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some some dust in here, if you guys can see that. Can you tell where it's coming in at? So, that's dusty. There's got to be yeah, look at my finger, it's all dirty. It's all dusty. Why doesn't this camera ever want to focus on anything I want it to focus on? Anyways, there must be, oh yeah, I can feel it. Tiny little gap under there. Can you guys see that? That right there is letting dust in as I drive down gravel. So I have to seal that. I'm guessing it's around all of these here. You can see it's dirty. Yeah, you can see the dust on the, oh, there you go. I'm not too concerned with it, but it'll be something that we definitely have to remember to take care of at some point. So I think it's just time to crack a brew. I don't know. It's cold out there. Surprisingly cold. I think before I grab a beer, I'm actually going to grab my vest. Feel like I could have brought a stocking cap with me. I don't have one with me right now. I'll survive though. Let's see. Grabbed one from a gas station. That looked kind of cool. So we got a tall boy, 24 ounce, from Firestone Walker Brewing Company, 805, born on California's Central Coast. And that is it. Does not say anything. From Paso Robles, California, Firestone Walker Brewing Company. Doesn't give you anything about it. Doesn't even tell you what kind of beer it is. But, oh, it says it's an ale, 4.7%. Grab myself a koozie quick. Yeah, it's chilly, man. Chilly up here. It feels colder to me because, you know, I spent the last 10 days in Tucson, and the last couple of days it's been 100 degrees. And right now the temperature is colder than the lowest low they had overnight while I was there. So, what a difference going up into the mountains makes. Let me see what the forecast here is. I believe that's the closest town. It's close enough, I guess. It says it's currently 53, feels like 47, and tonight we have a low of 42. It says it's supposed to, there's an 80% chance of rain at 5 o'clock, so we'll see if that happens. But other than that, it'll be a decent evening. It'll be nice inside. Alright, give this a whirl. Don't want my fingers to get too cold on there. Decent brew. A little bit of like a sour hint to it. Yeah, I'd say a little bit of a sour, like a sour ale almost. Maybe something like that. But yeah, gorgeous view out here. Like, I hate how it just does not translate to the camera what I'm seeing, you know? You turn around, you look at that peak that's right there. It looks like nothing to you guys on the camera here. But like zooming in, it's not even as big as as what I'm seeing in person. It's a bummer how this just, I don't know if it's like the wide angle lens does it, but it's what it is. Yeah, there's definitely some rain coming my way. Yeah, there's a patch of rain flowing in. Well, regardless of the wind, that's not at all level. It'll be fine regardless of the wind. It's still a beautiful spot. And I am excited to possibly see some wildlife, as long as it doesn't want to eat me. Let's just hope we don't get like any crazy lightning or anything up here, since I'm up higher than a lot of stuff. And to find this spot, I used an app called iOverlander. It's just a random one you can download, but you don't have to have like a subscription based. So it's that off the App Store, iOverlander. I have Onyx, but I believe you have to sign up for that, and I ain't doing none of that nonsense. So yeah, I just found this one on iOverlander. I trust the map, and I drove up the road, and I'm very proud of this truck for making it up that road. I imagine we've got some scratches. Yeah, you can see where a little bit. Yeah, they're rubbing off. That one's a little bit deeper. A few little scratches in the paint. Nothing too bad. It's trail pinstriping, right? And I was supposed to have my truck detailed before I left on this trip, but what was it? Something came up on his end, and we pushed it back like 2 weeks. And then this trip came up, and since I was asked to come dog sit on, from the last video, it's like, well, I just have to push it back. So I have not got this thing detailed or waxed or anything yet. So at least we're knocking out all these like scratches and stuff before I take it to my detailer. He's gonna love me, but yeah. Well, cheers, y'all. Well, there's the rain. What is that roar? Well, better get in before I get soaking wet. I am a little worried that if it rains too hard, man, this is gonna get really muddy. I don't think it's supposed to last very long, maybe like an hour. It's not super bad. It's not going like super hard right now, so we should be fine. Fingers crossed, man. I definitely don't want to be sliding around on that trail. I'm proud of the truck. It did well. I did have it in 4-wheel drive. Did not have the rear locker locked, so 4-wheel drive open diffs. Which I'm guessing if I would have had it in, had the rear locker locked, probably wouldn't need 4-wheel drive. I don't know if I really even needed it. I just put it in there, like no reason to struggle up that stuff. So the rain has stopped. I've probably got like 1 hour of light left. I think the sun, it goes down at like 7:15 as sunset around here, and the sun comes up at like 5:30 in the morning. But I was reading on here on our weather thing, my weather app, and this area is in a red flag warning, which is high winds, low humidity, and it says impacts any fires that start will have a potential to rapidly grow in size and intensity before first responders can contain them. So red flag warning means critical fire weather conditions are either occurring or are imminent. And then we're also in a wind advisory that says 25 to 35 mile an hour winds, gusts to 45 to 55. So I think, although it says that the wind is supposed to die down after sunset, of course, it's going to be dark out there. We're not going to do a fire tonight. Kind of a bummer, but I've got to figure out how or what I'm going to cook for dinner. I did pick up a couple of things from the grocery store. I found a random grocery store, but I was really hoping to just cook this stuff on a fire, so I got to make a decision. This is when it would be cool if I could just like ask you guys what to cook right now, but we'll see. I guess since the rain let up, I'm gonna go back outside and at least wander around a little bit while we've got some light. Try to take some pictures in my truck or something. I don't know. Just don't want to sit in here all night if I don't have to, you know. The rain came and went. Within probably like 20-30 minutes it was over with. Yeah. It's still chilly out here though. I should probably just put my my thermals on. Yeah, I'm gonna do that before I hop out. All right, that feels a little bit better, man. That sun's bright. So I did end up driving up here, but it's pretty angled up here, so I figured I'd come back. And these are kind of blocking the wind right there, so over here it's like the peak of this hill. I don't know, I'm guessing you could call it a mountain. I checked my my Garmin and it says I'm over 8,000 feet right now, so I guess I'd consider that a mountain probably. Yeah, there was even a fire. Some people had made a fire pit with some rocks over here, but it is a little bit better view. Oh, about tripped. So you can see the fire pit and just the gorgeous view down into the valley. Like, you guys just can't see it, man. It goes way down in there. And you know, there's a couple of ranges of mountains over there. Thought about driving down here, but it would just be getting blasted by the wind. Does that give you a better view of this at all? It's just stunning. And I'm just out here in it. Can't even see the truck anymore. Where'd the truck go? Truck's way back up over yonder that way. There's a big cow pie. Yeah, this is gorgeous, and man, my lens is always dirty. So I've been kind of looking at stuff to see if we can find something to check out in the morning. That might be bear poop. There are black bears here, so I should probably actually have my bear spray on me. But I was gonna check something out on the way here. It was like the world's tiniest museum or something, I think is what it was called, but it was closed. So that was a no-go. But I think we're gonna be stuck cooking inside tonight, which isn't a great idea considering there is black bears here, but we'll be fine. Looks good, man. I should have brought a stocking cap with me. I didn't even think to bring one on this trip, but it is what it is. We'll survive. It's not going to be below freezing tonight. And I think I figured out how I'm going to cook dinner. It's probably been a couple years at this point, but one of you guys sent in like this little, it's like a 12-volt slow cooker, and I think we're about to break that out and get it going. Let me show it to you guys. So here it is. Hot Logic. I've had this thing floating around in my truck, in this tote for, yeah, probably a couple of years at this point. Have never used it. So it's a little, there's a Pyrex bowl in here, and it's just, this thing itself has like a warming plate on the bottom of it. And you plug this into, I think it pops out here, yeah. You plug this in and, you know, put your stuff in here and just let it cook up. So I guess, I don't know how many watts this is. Well, there's a recipe book. Man, I I have now looked at this thing. Use any flat bottom sealed container. Does not reach boiling point. Just plug it in and it goes. Only uses 45 watts. That's crazy. Alright. I have a feeling this is going to take a while. But we'll set something in here. Let's get some dinner going while we oh. Thankfully that was Pyrex. About lost it. Let's get some dinner going before we completely lose our light. Alright, so inside of that, we're going to toss this whole thing of beef Little Smokies. I picked up this, it's barbecue sauce. It's called Japanese barbecue sauce. It's incredibly runny, which is surprising. But it's hot and spicy. And it says it's from Botchins or Bokkins. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Botchins, probably. I don't know. Great as a sauce or a marinade on meat, fish, veggies, rice, or anything in between. For as long as I can remember, my botchin, or you might say granny, so maybe that's Japanese for grandma, would cook up the most amazing meals with our umami-filled teriyaki-ish sauce. We decided to give our original recipe a little kick, so my family and I are honored to bring you Botchin's hot and spicy Japanese barbecue sauce, created by my generation. To stay true to the original recipe, we cold fill our sauce, which eliminates any need for preservatives, additives, or flavorings. Our crave-worthy flavor comes naturally from delicious, simple ingredients. Let's eat. Itadakamasu? I don't know how to say that, but that's got to be some Japanese. Can you guys see that? Itadakamasu? Maybe. Probably not. But we're going to take this and we're going to put it all, we'll probably just put the entire thing in there because that should fit. And then if I have leftovers, I can just stick this in the cooler. Take that sticker off. Oh, I still have I'll be able to tell you who sent this in. I still have the Amazon things in here. Hell, I'll be able to tell you how long I've had it sitting in my truck. It's been in my food tote. This was ordered on July 6th of 2022. So just to let you guys know, if somebody of you sent something in, or if you do send something in, I might not get to it right away, but eventually I'll give it a whirl. And this came from Caveman Camping. It says, for on the road, on the go. For on the go and on the road, from Caveman Camping. So we'll give this a whirl, and I think, yeah, we'll just stick this entire thing in there. Probably just easier to use my knife. First one for me, though. Oh. Alright. I don't know how much of this I should put in there. Probably at least try to cover most of it. Yeah, that's like that's a runnier sauce for sure. I don't think we need to use quite the whole thing, but that looks good. Stuck down in there. Alright, I have no idea how long this thing is going to take. That's a decent sauce, but close that up and probably pull all this cord out. Yeah, it's just a little hot plate, I guess. Caution hot surface. Well, let's hope it works. or we'll be eating cold wieners tonight. Put that in there. They're zipped up, and then this thing has plug-ins on it. This old off-brand Amazon power box, and I still got a full charge, so we'll plug her into this guy and just let it sit. Probably check it in a little while to make sure it's getting warm, but we're cooking. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just probably set this all in here. Curious how hot the bottom of that is gonna get, but you know, I feel like I should have looked at this thing a long time ago. I expected it to pull more than 45 watts. I'm gonna set it over here so it's not in the way of my cervezas in the cooler, you know. Pretty sure I got everything charged. I guess I got a little bit of time if I need to charge anything. This one should be full. Yeah, we're good with that. Get our bear spray out just in case. Big old flashlight dongle. What else? Get our big knife just in case we gotta fight off a bear. Got more lights. Is this one dead? That one could use some juice. What else? Should I set out my thermometer tonight just so we can see how cold it gets, since I am up on a mountain? Where's the other piece of that? We're gonna need this guy and this guy. That probably needs charged, but there's my thermometer. This says, well, in my box is 67. My box is warm. Let's leave that guy right here for now. This one will go outside. That's the outdoor one. And we're probably doing all right. This can just chill right here. It's okay. And maybe we'll do this number. That's better. And I should plug this guy in. Yeah, light turned red. That needs some juice. Suppose I could have looked in that booklet to see if it gave like a average cooking time on that thing, but I don't think it really matters. Yeah, we're charging with that one. Alright, I'm gonna go enjoy the last bit of light I get this evening. It is just too dang cold in that wind. Oh, shit. Well, the wind is definitely dying down a little bit, but man, it's chilly. Unless I'm like sitting right here, it's just blowing this way. So if I get out from behind the truck, it just cuts right through me, man. Even with my thermals and stuff on. I heard something out there. So I grabbed my bear spray quickly and put it in my pocket. I don't know what it was. But I did look up like a map and see if this is better. And it said that I am in like black bear territory, which black bears are usually pretty scary anyways. Like they try to avoid people, but they do usually come out at night. So we'll see. I'm not super worried about it in here, to be honest with you. Go ahead and lock the truck up. But this stuff hasn't been on very long. It is definitely warm. I'll probably give this at least maybe another hour. I should have set a timer for when I stuck it in there, but it's had to have been like at least 45 minutes at this point. But I'll just set an alarm for an hour and we'll look at it then. till then, I'm probably gonna get my pajama pants put on here. Dirty old boxers. All right. Well, while that stuff's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get a movie going. The whole time I was in Tucson at my brother-in-law's, I think I watched maybe like 3 YouTube videos, and other than that, I sat outside the entire time. Like, I didn't watch pretty much anything on TV. It was warm, but I just enjoyed the outdoors. So it's funny now that I'm actually in the outdoors out here. It's freezing cold and howling wind, so we're chilling inside. I didn't get any new paper towels. I think I'm out of paper towels, so it's kind of a bummer, but we'll be all right. Get something going on here and just kick back and relax for a while. I should have downloaded more on this thing. I did not download anything new. It's like, why does this thing say 9:30? Because it still thinks I'm in Nebraska. I'm 2 hours difference from where I am at home. It's 7:30 here. I suppose I do have signal. I could probably got 3 or 4 bars of 4G. Probably download something on here if I needed to. Ooh, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these movies. Well, I guess the Deathgasm, I watched that one. I could delete it. 5 of these movies expire in 61 hours, and I won't be able to watch them, so they must be leaving Amazon. Let's see what I have on Netflix, though. Not much. A couple of movies on here are expired. I had Glass and Mortal Engines on Netflix. They're done. I can't watch those. I've already watched a couple of these. Man, I really don't have much to watch on here. Let's see if I can get this connected to my phone and see if I can actually download anything new. Mobile hotspot. All right, I'm connected. Cool, let's see if we can download something. I am connected. Let's see if I can download this. See how long it'll take. Okay, it's going fairly quickly. All right, so I'm downloading Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I haven't seen this in quite a while. It is a movie that I have seen before. You guys are seeing the reflection of the camera right there, but it's already at 24%, so decent. All right. I wish the original Jay and Silent Bob movie was on here. Mallrats is also an amazing movie. Like, Mallrats is one of the ones I grew up on. Clerks, you know, they're all great flicks. All from these guys. All right. It's been over an hour at this point. I feel like I can maybe smell it a little bit. It feels warm. It feels very warm. See what this is. I don't know. See what these are like. Should I unplug it? I guess I can just, yeah, I'll just unplug it. I mean, really thinking about this, it's just like a tiny little crock pot type of deal. You just don't have any settings. It's just on or off kind of thing. But it got surprisingly warm. Silverware. Need some of that. I always do this. I gotta get something out of there. All right. Ooh, that's warm. That is really warm. Oh, it is. Ooh, it's steaming. Y'all, you see those weenies in there? But those look good, dude. Smell great. I didn't stir it at all. Yeah, that is a really, like, it's a really runny barbecue sauce. Let that cool off for a second. So I grabbed a Santa Fe style salad from Walmart, where I grabbed all this stuff at today. This has got some meats in it, so this has chicken and corn in there. And like a spicy ranch. This thing just like pops up, I think. Oh, is there a... Even came with a fork. I didn't have to dirty mine, but already did. All right. Tortilla chips. Do we do the whole... Oh, you can't shake it because there's no lid. Gotta get all that sauce out of there. Well, it's a pretty simple dinner. Hopefully these things are... They gotta be done as steamy as they were. We'll give it a whirl. Yeah, I am surprised. It's steaming, if you guys can see it. I am surprised how, like, I mean, I got the sauce really hot, but it was pretty runny coming out of that thing. That's good. That's good. That sauce is great. Yeah, sweet and spicy. That is good. And a Santa Fe chicken salad. That's good. I like the crunch of the chips, of course. I might mess around and eat all of these. This little cooker thing's legit. You know, you gotta... If I remember right, when he sent it to me, he sent this Pyrex thing. It comes with like a plastic bowl. But it's just a hot plate on the bottom. Hot plate in a bag that you can plug in. Like, it doesn't get hot enough to boil water. I did see that on the directions, which I stuck up in the cab. I wish I had them back here. But I believe it said it'll get up to, it maintains like 165 degrees. Which, I don't know, maybe. These are plenty done. That barbecue sauce on ramen, like, just maybe drain the ramen out. Dump out the, you won't need the seasoning packet. And this sauce, there was a couple of different ones, but that was the one that was spicy, sweet and spicy, so that's the one I grabbed. That would be great on ramen. I think Uncle Ben's has those like pre-made, it's a bag of rice that's like, you stick it in the microwave for like 90 seconds. You have to crack tear the top of it open. But you could stick something like that in there too. You might be able to cook frozen meal, like a frozen, I don't know. Heat up a burrito, like a frozen burrito. I bet you could heat up a frozen burrito in there. Ooh, boy. I might have to try that. I mean, you would think anything you could put in the microwave or in the oven, you could put on this thing. I don't know if I want to put these in the cooler or not yet. I'll screw around. I guess I got half the movie left, dude. I'm going to eat all those weenies. But with this little Pyrex thing, dude, you could put like whatever you want in there. A can of ravioli. You could make 8 cans of ravioli and eat 8 cans of ravioli in one night if you really wanted to. You know, like, yeah, you could dump anything in this thing. I mean, and you could even get something that probably has like a little snap-on lid so you don't have to worry about it like moving or something. I don't know, dude. I'll dig it. I should have used this thing a long time ago. Like, I don't know what to say about that sauce. Other than it tastes good, it's just got a really different flavor to me. And yeah, it's sweet and it's spicy. I'm not like, they mentioned something on the label about teriyaki. I'm not a huge teriyaki guy. But whatever is going on with this, I like it. It would be nice if it was thicker. It's just like, it's like water, dude. I shook it up. I don't know. I mean, it's coated it's cooked into the weenies, but you can see it just dripping off of there. I can't believe I've almost eaten that whole thing already. It's probably like 4 hot dogs worth of meat. All right. I'm just going to let this chill for a little bit. I'll probably eat the rest of those in a short period of time here. But I'm going to finish watching this movie. Good morning. Can you see me? Oh, it's a little chilly. Not too shabby. Oh. The rest of these. Oh, I don't want to cover the camera up. Hold on. There you go. Well, I'm alive. The bears did not get me. Oh. It's early though, but the sun's coming up. I got a long drive to do today. Oh man. Well, my thing says it got colder last night. It's 43 inside. If you can see that, maybe. There you go, 43 inside, 38.7 outside. I gotta remember to grab that thermometer from out there. Oh man. Get these windows bungeed open quick. I don't know why I always do the sides. Don't need to, but I like to. All right, got all my crap cleaned up. I got changed. I'm gonna get out of here pretty quick this morning. It's gonna take me a little while to get back down that hill, mountain, whatever you'd like to call it. I'm gonna start this thing now since it's so cold out. I do have some signal. Should work. And all that's starting up. Ourselves a Dunkin' for this morning. It was made for a quick exit, but that's tasty stuff. And then I gotta wash this thing out. I didn't do it last night, but I don't know if I want to leave it back here. It's gonna slide around. It'll be fine. I can do that later today. Do I have all of the things? I think I do. I wish there was some way you could unlock the tailgate. I mean, right now I'm leaving, it doesn't matter. But I wish there was like a interior like unlock button for the tailgate back here somewhere, so you could just unlock that instead of having to unlock the whole truck if you're somewhere in the middle of the night. Because it flashes the lights and shit when you do the lock unlock, which depending on where you're at, you might not want to do that. So you either have to sit there with your vehicle unlocked, or you gotta lock it and then climb over to the tailgate if you don't want to open it. I don't know. Slightly annoying. It would be nice if you could, or if there was like a tailgate unlock button on here, and you didn't have to have the rest of the vehicle unlocked. Early morning thoughts. All right, let's get on out of yonder. Not a bad way to wake up. And there's the sun. I'm gonna be driving right into it. Sweet. All right, is the sun blinding you guys? Because it's blinding me too. It's pretty cool. Once I get to that downhill section, it takes a right, so should be all right, but it's so bumpy. But I am proud that my truck made it up here, and I don't know how it's gonna look. I bet, ooh, that's super bright. I bet it doesn't look like anything on film, me driving up that hill. The GoPros just never do anything justice like that. But for me, it was an experience, I tell you. Well, I think we've made it past maybe the roughest part. I don't know. I should have had my little screen in here going so that I could have told you like what the angles were. Currently says I'm 5% nose down and I'm 6%, 7% off to the left. 6% down, so it's a decent little grade. %8 off camber. Ooh, tree. 11% off camber. I think that was probably the worst of it. Just incredibly bumpy. Proud of this old new girl, I guess, new truck. Oh. You know, in a situation like this, you would probably want to air your tires down. It'd be smarter, especially if you're going to be out here for a while. But I didn't bring my I didn't bring my little compressor, which I probably should have because that's my battery jump starter. So I don't have that with me. Like, I don't have a tire plug kit with me. So I'm not trying to be super aggressive. But there we go. That gave me some confidence with this truck. That was the most off-roading it's seen. The road's pretty rutted out down here. Not terrible, but you need a few inches of clearance to get up there. And we were up way at the top of that, which does not look big on camera. It's like the same size as that, which doesn't look big on camera either. But I could probably take this thing out of, stop yelling at me. Stop, put her in neutral. I don't think with this one you need to put her in neutral and take her out of four-wheel drive. We don't need that four-wheel drive anymore. We're good. But I should put it in two drive so I can move. Right. I think that's probably going to be the end of this one, guys. You know, like I said, I got a long drive today. I think I'm going to put about 7 hours on the road today, and we'll be hitting a new state for the next video. State I've been to before, but we're probably going to be camping somewhere I haven't camped before, right? So, overall, this was a great adventure. I did plan to stop somewhere yesterday. I may have mentioned that earlier in the video, but shut up, truck. I'll just take this off so I can get that thing, get my seatbelt on. Shablam. But it was closed, so maybe we'll stop there at some point in the future, but for now I think that's it. Hope you guys are still enjoying the road trip, and holy buckets, I mean, it's still bumpy. I'm just not. Oh, there's a whole wild herd of antelope, I think. Are those just deer? Man, I gotta get this so you guys can see it. Is it just deer? That's not deer. Maybe it's deer. That's cool. I don't think they're probably gonna let me get too close to them. No, they're way up the hill already. Yeah, that was neat. Great way to end her out there, I guess. Stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.